sorry, side note, we haven't had a chance
No.
to talk about this.
Yes.
Speaking of political
Hit me.
political connections and whatnot,
Yes.
um, I didn't know the implications of this until I watched a video on it somewhere else and they explained it to me. Paramount apparently looking to buy
I knew this is what you're bringing up.
Warner Brothers Discovery. I know, I just remembered it now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Paramount
saying I knew
buying
that as soon as you said and you come, I knew you had because
Paramount buying Warner Brothers Discovery to
yeah,
currently platform AEW, but Paramount themselves are partnered with TKO. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna separate myself from Jake with this because I am a dickhead and it's been that kind of week. If WWE gets AEW Jimmy Kimmeled,
yeah.
I will laugh my ass off.
See, I don't want to see anybody
And
lose
I
their
will not
job over there,
no,
and they
no.
can do it without a TV program. They can do streaming, but I will laugh my ass off if that is the case
Oh,
because they wanted to be
Tony Khan's got money.
competition.
They don't need to make money. Tony Khan's got all kinds of money, haven't
Yeah,
you?
it's
They
about
just put it out
being.
there
You
for
can't
free on
just buy
YouTube.
your spot on TV though. That's the problem, as we
It's
know, or
true.
else everybody
It's
be able
almost
to.
like people that own platforms are able to decide who they put on their platforms, and that's all I'm
Mm.
gonna say about that.
Yeah.
But I just think, "Oh, they're counter programming, they're counter programming." Okay, how about we deprogram you?
Yeah, then there's nothing to
Give
counter
you something
anymore,
to
is
really
there?
complain about.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, well,
And
wait,
now,
you can't complain if no one can
even
watch you, Spaz.
okay, even I will say that that makes me a little bit of a dick, but I'm also not gonna lie about being a little bit of a dick.
But it doesn't, in a way, like you're not asking for them to get, taken out for permanent. Nothing, no insinuations there. You're literally saying, hey, guess what? You wanted to be competition, and that's what happens. WCW got bought out, or Turner was going to be done with the
It's
network
simpler than
deal.
that, though. It's simpler than that, it really is. I don't wanna get into, like, what's a good business practice,
No, but
what's a
karma
moral
upon
business,
petty people.
but, but no, literally, it comes down to as simple as and it is most I'm really trying to not go on to other topics here, but these days specifically, it really is just as simple as you could have just not been a dick.
Yes, you could have just not been
You
a
could have just
cocksucking
not
motherfucker, son of a bitch.
you could have just not built your entire corporate identity on "Come watch us, we're not WWE."
Yeah, don't give me the
Because you weren't saying, "Come watch us, we're not TNA." You weren't saying, "Come watch us, we're not CMLL." You weren't saying, "Come watch us, we're not New Japan," because you kind of needed the help, let's be real for a second.
yeah.
You weren't saying, "Come watch us, we're not ROH," because you were already planning to cannibalize them. Like,
Yep.
you poked the biggest dog, and whether it's right or wrong, that's a dumb move.
That's a big dog you bit. Your
Some might
dog's got
call
a lot
that
of bark, but not a lot of bite, and that's a problem.
some might call that consequence culture.
That's what I'm saying, like
Oh,
karma,
yes.
consequence, however you want to phrase it. But that's exactly what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You're getting their comeuppance for all the shittiness, all that, because we didn't attack. It's not a. Does anyone forget? Yes, Cody's there now, but he broke Triple H's throne on their first show. Like they
Yeah.
set out. Counting, oh well, that was Cody. Not you think he would have done that? Tony wasn't okay with it. They knew what they were doing. They felt like they were internet
See,
badasses by
okay,
pulling that off.
here's where we'll draw a line that maybe you and I might disagree with. The Cody thing specifically, like Cody in character on TV being like the quarterback like he is now for WWE
Yeah,
and making a shot on TV, just like a symbolic thing, like, okay, we made a prop, we destroyed the prop.
yeah.
If that was it, I could look at that and be like, okay, that's kind of a cool dig.
Yes, yeah, because it
Like
was about the story.
what
Hey, you said
they
I'm, I was undesirable. Now I'm undeniable. But fuck you, I became something.
Exactly. And it
Simple.
also fits
But
with
that
his
wasn't
real
it.
story.
The
But my point is, you
Fighter
didn't just
Fest,
do
fight
that.
for the
You
fallen.
you sat there in a creative meeting and you said, "We've got a great talent like Brody Lee.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with him? We're gonna make him a caricature of Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
What are we gonna do with Chris Jericho? He's gonna create an entire faction
People
based
forget
on
about that with Brody.
being sports
Entertainment.
entertainers like WWE, making fun of their terminology, the whole
Yep.
thing on night one. And yes, it came from Jericho, but somebody else wrote it. The whole, we're not going to do that anymore. It's a bad idea from bad creative.
Creative.
Tony going on there and, oh, we're not going to take it anymore, and to be us is to be constantly under attack and throwing out these very real life accusations
Yes.
before they were potentially true.
Yeah.
I mean, just going on TV and making a bunch of Epstein jokes, regardless of the context, is in pretty bad taste. Like, Cody breaking the throne, yeah, it was kind of a rallying moment for them, but that
Yes.
in and of itself was just kind of somebody had a cool idea.
Yeah, oh, it could have just been a badass thing, but as you said,
Yep,
then it was every match and every moment and everything, and it just
yep,
continued on and on. And it was like, okay, it was pulling a TNA thing where every week it had to be some dig, the Voodoo Kin Mafia. It was, and
yep,
it's like you've got Vince derangement syndrome there, thinking that this is all you can focus on,
mhm.
and the results you're getting are nightmarish. You're getting terrible ratings. You're getting Collision just had 203,000 people watching.
And you got and in addition
Oh,
to
well,
that, you've also
everybody's
got
down. How are
but
the
you've also
alarm
got
bells
Tony
not
Schiavone
sounding?
out there on a podcast telling the fans to go fuck themselves.
Yes, don't watch. Well, guess what, buddy? They're
No,
not. So now,
not the don't watch thing. Like, oh, if you think you can put a card together, then why don't you sit down and put a card together? And while you're putting the card together, you can also go fuck yourself.
yeah.
All right, cool. I used to like Tony. That's unfortunate.
No, but he's also told people not even that long ago. It was only a couple weeks back where he was like, "Well, if you don't like it in that sense, then don't watch. We don't need your views if you're just going to hate watch." And it's like
And
telling
we'll see
anybody,
how well that worked out.
yeah, and telling anybody to not watch. Tony's done that many times before too. You've heard it, in interviews where he's like, "Oh," and you get the don't watch preview, and it's like, do you not realize how this works? Like you're barking up the wrong tree here.
You're the old lady doing Facebook on the wall of your kitchen. That's not
Yeah.
how any of this works.